All right. I want to start this. Make sure my controller is working all right. I'm kind of intimidated by how I'm doing this right now. I've never done a speed run before. Uh, Never dreamed of doing a speed run before, but here we are. Honestly, not even sure when the timer should start. Whether that was the time it should start. It should start like probably right now. What's going on? Press reset to start again. Oh man, already we're having trouble. So I was just encouraged today. Somebody told me, hey, you should start streaming more. Like, you should collab. You should, you got a PC, make use of it. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? They're right. People tell me I have a good voice. People tell me all these great things concerning like my voice. I don't know. Oh, great. What did I do? That's not what I wanted to do. Um, I don't. I don't really get. I think I'm just gonna try to go for 2 hours. So this is not. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. All right. Every second counts. Oh, come on. You know what? Maybe I'll start the timer when we actually get to the. Hold on. All right, 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm gonna put Shep. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use my name. Most people watching already kind of know my name, anyways. Yes. What was his name again? Well, you know his name's not Red. Just call him Blue. Right, we're gonna start the timer as soon as we hit A and we shrink down. Now, okay, here we go. Did I set that right? Yeah, I did. All right, so I'm gonna have this full screen. Oh, I gotta go in the tall grass first. All right. Already messing up. Now, I understand Squirtle is who most people use for speedruns. Uh, and Bulbasaur is who most people say is the best starter. Because they just are. Their move pool, Sludge Bomb, Frenzy Plant, Razor Leaf, I get it. I'm gonna go with Squirtle. I'm not gonna nickname him. I actually don't even know what to nickname him. I'll do all that stuff later. So yeah, people say like you should talk more in your streams, and the thing is, most of the time I don't know what to talk about. I don't even know what to freaking talk about. I mean, I could talk about current events. Like I don't like talking about current events. I don't like talking about my job. I don't like talking about other things I do besides gaming. Uh, if I do talk about games or I do talk about something else that I'm passionate about, you know, I'll just go on a tangent. But I don't know. I'm very selective with what I talk about, especially out in the open for many years to hear. So, uh, I tend not to talk a lot. And sometimes people think like, I'm being secretive or I'm being whatever. But it's not really like they don't understand exactly like I don't think people really understand exactly what it is about me and like not talking usually because I do talk. I'm not antisocial. I'm not a sociopath, but sometimes I understand why people might think that way. But it's seriously, it's not. I mean, it's honestly, it's not even just my lack of speech. It's just the autism. You know, I was diagnosed with autism a long, long freaking time ago. Uh, obviously on a certain spectrum, because everything's a spectrum. We were calling it ADHD, ADD, Asperger's. I mean, it started out as ADD. It started out as me like, not really being focused or attentive. But the thing is, I am focused. I'm focused on things that I take an interest in. Um, but things I don't take an interest in, like that's where it gets complicated. I just zone out. Like I have to be in a particular zone to be able to. Honestly, I have to be in the zone to just do this. Like this takes more brain power than I think it would like the regular average person. The regular average typical person would probably do this. They wouldn't even think about it. But me, I'm thinking about like, am I doing it right? Am I? It's like, you know, I have a timer that's counting down. I wanted to have a timer that's counting up, and There's probably a really easy way to do that. Um, but I just didn't think of it. You know, I thought, oh well, I'm just doing what I know. So uh, we're hitting all the encounters today. Well, that's okay. That's expected. You're supposed to actually hit a bunch of encounters. There's a whole lot of stuff that people figured out about this game years later, years after its release. Just like with the original Pokemon games, people figured out, you can catch Mew, you can glitch the PC to do different. You can use arbitrary code execution, and that's the thing. I think every game has. They have a. There's always like an exploit, you know. And with this, it's the arbitrary code execution. It's the retro mail glitch. It's a little bit like the Pomeg berry glitch from Ruby and Sapphire. Only this one, it works a little bit. Actually, no, it works kind of in the same way, but a little different. Um, it doesn't really require any like coding knowledge. You could just simply look up a guide and copy the guide and do it. But I've never attempted it. Looking at like the way it kind of messes with things in the game, I've always been afraid to attempt things like that because it's like I don't want to mess up my game. Uh, but this is running on Nintendo Switch. This is something that's like, I guess safer. Running on an emulator is definitely safer. I have the original hardware in the original game, and I never wanted to like use those exploits because I was always afraid I was just gonna break my game. But you don't really have to be afraid of that. It's an easy thing. It's just a long and tedious thing, but it's an easy thing to execute once you get the handle of how it works. And it will crash your game if you're not careful. But if you do everything right, it'll uh it'll literally let you do whatever you want with it. Um I don't know why I went backwards. That was stupid of me. I'm gonna die. Uh but yeah, I'm not doing I'm doing a glitchless run. I'm doing a glitchless, completely glitchless. And any percent, really. Uh I know I'm making a lot of mistakes, but this is my first attempt, so bear with me. It's a habit of mine to talk to all the NPCs and do all that fun stuff. Yeah, we just want like maybe 6 of them. A couple of these. We're gonna have a chance to buy more later. First we gotta get through like the most tedious part of this, which is this guy. There is a way to skip this guy. I'm pretty sure there is, but since I'm going glitchless, probably a bunch of cutscenes that we're gonna have to sit through before we get to the end. It sounds weird saying that because this isn't really a very cutscene heavy game. When I say cutscene, like there's no like legendary Pokemon battle happening in this game. There's no like epic thing happening. There's just basically like NPC characters walking around, um, your rival popping in every now and then every now and then, like you encounter Team Rocket and whatnot, and some story stuff has to happen. Like that's just a given. So let's see. Let's take down. Let's try to catch ourselves a Mankey because he's gonna help us. Now here's the thing: we already have Squirtle, and Brock's the first gym leader, and he uses Rock type Pokemon. So Rock types we already got covered with Squirtle. So you'd probably be thinking, what's the point of catching a Mankey? And you'd probably be right. But here's the thing: Mankey is actually a really good fighting type Pokemon. When you level him up to Primeape, you get Cross Chop, Brick Break. First you get like Low Sweep, but like right out of the gate, you got a really solid fighting type Pokemon, and that could come in handy later. It might not come in handy near the beginning of the game, but it comes in handy later. The next Pokemon I want to catch is Nidoking. Uh, I just want to kind of watch my levels here, my HP here. It's also very easy to fall victim to getting sent to the Pokemon Center early. I've also thought about doing Nuzlocke challenges, but those are hard. Like I don't mind I don't mind a bit of challenge and difficulty, but when it comes to like, oh, you gotta like delete the Pokemon, I'm a little bit, I'm like not for that. Now, if we're lucky, we might encounter a Nidoran. But I'm not gonna hold my breath for it. Spearow and Mankey can carry us through, Squirtle, Spearow, and Mankey can carry us through, Viridian Forests well enough on their own. This is where we gotta be careful, because now we're losing HP. We don't want to waste any potions yet, because we're not in the forest. Forest is where we're gonna need to use most of those potions. And Paralyze heals. Also, Squirtle just leveled up to 8, so... we're making good progress as we go through the motions here. Yeesh. That was close. I'm probably gonna have to run away. Oh, no. Ah, shoot. I had a feeling. I mean... there we go. I probably should have quit while I was ahead. Over here we get, I believe, a potion. Yeah, potion. We don't start getting rare candies till maybe the second town. I think that's when we start fighting rare candies. Now, one thing I wish they would have done with these basically emulated versions of Fire Red and Leaf Green is I wish they would have released a way to fast forward, just make the game run a little bit faster, because these games were a slog to get through, at least in the beginning. Once you get to the mid game, it's not that bad, and then the end game goes by real quick. As soon as you get to the legendary birds, I don't think I'm gonna catch the legendary birds in this playthrough, though. I think I might reserve them for a second playthrough, but I am gonna try to catch a Pikachu here while I'm here. And then any items I miss, I can always come back. I know I can always come back. Alright, just for the Pokedex, want to catch us at least one of these bug-type Pokemon. Oh. Might take a couple tries. Hopefully only 2 tries. I mean, come on. What was the point of that? Alright, good. Nose peck. That's what we want. Caterpie, all Caterpie's gonna do is tackle and string shot, so we don't have to worry too much. We do have to worry, though, if Caterpie starts spamming tackle. But most of them just spam string shot, like so. I think I was like about 9, maybe 10 years old. No, I was definitely 9 when these games came out. Well, these remakes came out, because these are remakes of Red, Green, and Blue. But they weren't simply just remakes, they also revamped the mechanics of the game, because this was so that they'd be compatible with and be more in line with Ruby and Sapphire, which were the real generation. But they were the Generation 3 games that came out prior to this. And then Emerald came out the following year in 2005. And one of the biggest drawbacks with these games was the lack of Johto Pokemon. There was some Johto Pokemon you could catch in the post game of this, and there's some you can catch in the Hoenn games, Ruby and Sapphire. But for some reason, some Johto Pokemon were locked behind Pokemon Coliseum, special events that almost never happened, and just other things. You had like the thing called the Wonder Cave. I think that's what it was called, the Wonder Cave or the Lost Cave, something like that. And Johto Pokemon would appear there if you linked your Game Boy to a special event Game Boy cartridge, but that barely anybody did that. And then you had some Pokemon, Johto Pokemon exclusive to Emerald, like Sudowoodo. I just found that kind of funny because You can get the entire Pokedex from Gen 1 to Gen 3. Like the entire Pokedex is there. They just managed to not include like half of the Johto Pokedex, which is crazy to me because Kanto is literally right next to Johto. And if you remember the Johto games, like the original Gold and Silver games, you could most of the Johto Pokemon that were introduced in those games were in the Kanto region. Like most of the newer ones, like I don't know, like Murkrow, I think Tyrogue. I zoned out for a second. Sorry. Come on. I don't like Poison Sting. That's why I don't like it. Oh boy. I don't have an antidote. I just have potion. And we're both poisoned, of course. Okay. Oh, good. I found an antidote. That's something I could use right now. So my Squirtle doesn't faint. Okay. Let me drink some water. I knew I was going to be a little bit tired, and that might affect this, but oh, we're all tired from something. It just feels like one of those weeks. It's officially summer. Everyone's busy celebrating their graduates, barbecuing, family reunions, all that stuff. All that stuff happens in summer, right? Not just where I live. That happens all over the place, I think. Oh, the USA. I'm just gonna bubble blast our way through most of the first starting cities before we get to Misty. When we get to Misty, that's when we're really gonna have to start paying attention to what we're doing. Another thing is Pikachu. I just realized I just learned the other day, and one of my playthroughs of Fire Red, Pikachu don't learn Thunderbolt till 27. So you gotta level him to level 27 before you evolve him into Raichu with the Thunderstone, because Raichu won't learn that. He won't learn that till like. Actually, I don't. I think he'll just be skipping it because he doesn't learn Thunderbolt like ever after that. Oh dang! If you don't, yep, that poison's gonna. If you don't knock him out, the poison would have. The idea behind Pokemon is you want to create a team around uh the strategy that you're going with. So like if your first Pokemon is Charmander, you want to make sure you have a team surrounding Charmander with different type advantages and such. Oh shoot! Wasn't expecting them to be knocked out so quickly. And then again, I'm about to knock out myself. I'm so tired. But I gotta keep going, you know? Mm. Mm. Oh god. How long was I out? I suppose that's not terrible. Mm. 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 Dang, I didn't think I'd be this sleepy. What's the hurry? What's the rush? Oh, yeah, we are not making it past the down the 2 hour 30 minute mark. I'm gonna stop playing once it reaches 0, though. Hmm, that ain't good. Oh, God. Oh, for crying out loud. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, damn it. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Well. All right. Well, while I'm here, I can pick up some antidotes and some paralyzed heals. I think we'll just need antidotes for now. All right. Mm. Mm. Oh, I might have to cut this short. I'm definitely falling asleep. That's not good. I have been up since 2 a.m. Come to think of it, I couldn't sleep last night. I'm gonna have to catch one of these guys. Um, One thing I do have to get better at is looking at my chat. I don't really do it that often, and when I do, I'm not really looking. Honestly, I'm just hyper focused on what I'm doing. But to multitask, it's kind of part of this whole ordeal, so I'm hoping to get better at that. I mean, honestly, with streaming, like with everything, it takes time. It just takes time getting used to. Oh, I'm probably still not going to get used to it. Oh, okay. Maybe we get lucky and we just catch it. Maybe. Come on, Pokeball. Oh my god. Look at that. We got lucky. Kuna. You're going to use Harden, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Right around here, you should be able to encounter Nidoran. Maybe it's Route 3. I think it's Route 3 I'm thinking of. Oh, God. I gotta get used to the idea that this is a speed run. I'm kind of just willy-nilly taking my time with some aspects of this because that's how I usually play games. I normally do not do speedruns. This is my first attempt to like just get through it in a certain amount of time. Spiro, I'm definitely not going to need for Brock. Pikachu, I'm definitely not going to need for Brock. Although it is useful. It does come in handy when you need static on an opponent, but what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of cheese Brock. We're going to rely on potions. Not much I can do about that. This guy will take us right there. All right, our first gym battle. Let's go. Only took me an hour to get here. But you know what? I'm not upset about it. I'm getting used to it. I'm gaining experience as I go. That's how I get good at stuff. I am off tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe it'd be a good idea to stream in the morning. So like maybe I'll get to bed after this stream and try to do another stream. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. I do have to also do have to get back to my Resident Evil playthrough because I haven't even really been playing Resident Evil lately. Just been waiting for the next time I get to stream it because it's my first time playing and I want to see how people react to me reacting. Sometimes when I'm playing games, I don't really react a lot. I'll have like an or like those aha moments, you know. The only games that really get me like hyped up are usually fighting games and anything that's Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy related. Because I follow those franchises a lot. Here we go. Our first gym leader battle. First, we want to lower his defense because he's going to use a whole lot of defense curl. Seems pointless at first, but trust me, this is how I play these games these days. All right, tackle. Didn't kill me. Ooh. I'm not worried about that. Nope, not worried about it. Because I'm about to gain a level. 2 levels. Well, look at that. There's low kick. Another super effective move that I learned. Let's get rid of withdrawal because it's useless in this run. Aha, you missed. I always make this mistake. I still use bubble even though I just unlocked water gun. But whatever. He's he's a goner now. Bye bye. And just like that, the boulder badge is ours. Yeah, Squirtle, he might not be the best starter. Honestly, I think he actually ranks third place among the starters. Um, in terms of difficulty, Charmander ranks third place. But in terms of popularity, um, you know, Charmander ranks first, Squirtle second, Bulbasaur last. And then I would say in terms of just who's a decent enough starter to get you through the whole game, Bulbasaur is actually should be your first pick. Bulbasaur is a great all arounder. Especially when you get sleep powder, poison powder in the beginning, that comes in handy so much during your first run through. Um, and then who else you got? You got Squirtle is the get it done quick Pokemon. He's the one that I think a lot of people should use in their speed runs. You can also get by good with Bulbasaur. He just doesn't learn any really good physical damaging moves in the beginning. I think just Fine Whip, but that's about it. Now we can finally run. That's a feature. With that, let's pick up our two Pokemon we left behind in the PC. We're not going to save yet. Although if I do accidentally reset the game, that would be bad. Because it's very easy to do that. Just have to press in X, Y, A, B all together. And that's basically the same as hitting A, B, start, select. Because the X and the Y are attached to... They're attached to where the start and select buttons would be. And they did that purposefully because most Pokemon games, to pause the game, it's X. Um, to use registered items, it's Y. Just That's just how it's been for like the past few generations already. Oh, if I was doing a Nuzlocke, this would be really bad right now. Thankfully, I'm not doing one though. Bugcatcher Colton. Oh. I should have swapped Spiro, but whatever. I'm so sleepy right now. I'm trying to push through this thing though. Just until the timer runs out, just to see how far I get. I knew I wasn't going to get through the whole game in under 2 hours. But yeah, it is possible, believe it or not. Just in case. So intriguing. What are you talking about? Whoa, what was that? Power Toys update. Okay. I'm just curious about something. Is audio coming out of two things, or is it just that? I'm gonna need somebody to check my stream, but I want to make sure I get that fixed, because one time I wasn't able to get any audio through. I'm actually going to be silent for now because I'm getting a call. my mic on, so we're fighting the Pokemon gangsters. Squirtle's getting nice and strong. What's that? Oh, delayed? Yeah. There is a bit of a delay when it comes to Twitch sometimes. I don't know how to fix that. Sorry. Super Sonic. I can hear my voice. No, it's okay, it's okay. Oh yeah? How did that go? Let's see. That's good. Thundershot. $20 levels to go, and Pikachu learns Thunderbolt. Squirtle. Now here's the thing, should I evolve Squirtle or should I wait? Because if I wait, he can learn Hydro Pump early. But it's not going to be for another 30 levels. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can wait, because he... The only thing with Squirtle is, like, he's pretty good, but he's more useful later, when he gets better defense. It's all good, I don't know if it's just Discord, but I only heard like half of what you said. Oh. Yeah. It's okay. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Oh, thanks. Do you maybe want me to share my screen? Yeah. I don't know how well it'll work, but yeah, you should be able to see everything that's going on. Yeah, I'm sharing it. It's all good. Oh, I already know. I already know. Mm-hmm. 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 So today was pretty good. I did a normal 8-hour shift. Came home at 3. Ooh, bite. Bite is important. Bite is a vital part of Squirtle's moveset. Bite. Yeah, bite. Okay. Yeah, he wants to evolve so bad. He'll evolve soon. It's all good. Yeah. Not yet. Not yet, Pikachu. I gotta evolve Pikachu into Raichu before he can learn that. Come to explore the cave. Youngster Josh. Ah, Youngster Josh and his level 10 Rattata. Youngster Josh is... I think he's like the cousin of Youngster Joey from Johto. They both love their Rattatas. They're big Rattata stands. Oh, and Zubat. And of course Zubat. Losing stinks, it's so uncool. I know. Okay. Oh, gotta pick that up, of course. That's how we evolve Nidorino. Little kids shouldn't be messing around with grown-ups. It could be bad news. Team Rocket. Oh yeah, Team Rocket are also very big Rattata stands. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, that was bad. Squirtle flinched. Sorry Squirtle. I'm gonna have to bring out Mankey for this one. Mankey might not even survive that. Nope. Mankey's stats are pretty horrible right now. I hate that move. Hyper Fang. What have I got? What have I got? I got a paralyzed heal. That's not going to be useful for this. He's just going to use quick attack on me. Yes, miss. Please critical hit, yes. Unfortunately, Pikachu doesn't know quick attack yet, but he's getting there. This might kill me. Because I think he's got one more Pokemon. Yeah, he's got Sandshrew. So let's get out Squirtle. Squirtle's faster, so he'll deal damage. But then every battle we run into, we're gonna have to run away because we're very low on HP. Not yet. Let's run from all these Zubats. I always got in the back of my mind that the Zubats are just chasing us down. And these things. And the Paris. Just chasing us down. Okay. Here's where things get difficult. You might have to fight some of them. Is he gonna turn his head? No. We, Team Rocket, shall find the fossils. Reviving Pokemon from them will earn us huge riches. Yep. Nope. That's gonna do it for Squirtle. All I got left is Pikachu. And knew he was gonna do that. I whited out. Okay. So we know where to go, where to avoid. We just gotta sprint right for the exit. We're gonna run into 1,000 Zubats, and then this stream will probably end. Before we make it to Cerulean City. Shot. Ooh, Pikachu's holding on by a thread. Here we go. I was trying to avoid her. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Right. Oh. Really? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Same thing happens to me sometimes. For some reason my chair's massager gets tangled. Cable for it. No, it's okay. I yeah. That's what I usually do, but I guess somebody changed it. Uh-huh. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Hmm? Oh. It's okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, okay. Hmm. You wanna stay on the call till then? Oh, that makes me feel kind of, I don't know. That doesn't sound good. Hmm. Right. Yeah. I feel the same way sometimes when I'm talking to my friends from Finland and Europe, England, because like I like their accents, and yeah, you know, it's just, some people just have that voice you just want to listen to. Uh, yeah, it was. Some people on stream probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Sure. I'm almost done. Alright, maybe I don't take on Misty yet. Oh, this guy. Almost forgot about our rival. Oh, my head, my head is like, it's like hung over right now. Yeah. Why's it gotta be asleep, huh? Oh, nothing, nothing. That was lucky. That was very lucky. Thank you. I want to believe you. Definitely got sloppy on this run. Boy. I didn't know he had an Abra. Alright, 3 minutes and then I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm beat. Yep, that was Leaf Green. Up to Cerulean in 2 hours and 30 minutes. Alright. Let's stop the timer. I'm gonna end the stream.